All right, guys, how's it going? Let's turn this music up a little bit. Had me dying, LOL guy. Damn, I don't even know how to say your name without saying the whole thing out. What's up? First, a comment. Let's see. Let's see. All right. No, dude, you're second, Kane. Had me dying, LOL guy. I got here first. All right, what's even going on? Let's see. Is there anything to do? Cityscape? What does this do? Wait, you can steal people's layout? Oh, that's kind of cool. Let's see. Oh, no, I don't want to click this. Once I click this, I won't know where... Once I click this, I won't know where anything is. But can I look at it? Alright, let's take a look at this. Oh, it looks like little stairs. Damn. This shit is way more artistic than mine. Oh god. Drunk Kane in the chat. Is that what it is? Why are you at home at 10:08 p.m.? You're Eastern time, right? Well, it's a little early for you to be home. Okay, this we could give it a fire reaction, yeah. Let's see what else. Zycy? What's up, man? How's it going? So we got Drunk Kane, Zycy. Okay, let's take a look. This is the most popular one. What makes this so good? Oh, wow. It's pretty cool. Oh my god. Been going since 1? Oh god. Doing good, how about you? Dicey, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little tired. Let me actually pour some tea here. Has anyone used this? You're old now? Dude. Once you don't drink as much, like especially for me, if I drink now, I could feel it in my workouts like 5 days after I drink, you know? I don't know if it was always like that before, I just wasn't aware, or probably it's actually that, you know? The less often you drink, I think the more aware you get. Dude, how much time do they spend like doing these little like checker floors and stuff? It's kind of cool. Wait, did I just click this? I think I just clicked this one. Out of these ones, I actually think I like this one the best. This one where like kind of looks like stairs leading up to the city hall. That's kind of cool. But I literally have the no. It doesn't say autism. It says autismo. Okay. Maybe autismo means something else in their language. Let's see. Let's see what autismo means. Oh my god. Alright, never mind. Autismo is the Italian word for autism, so it is autism, just in Italian. I wonder why they wrote that. All right, this one's cool, but I don't think I'm gonna click it. All right, let's go to my God. Now my city's gonna look like shit when I look at it. Let's go back to my city. Yeah. You speak Spanish, it's autism. Febreze, what's up, man? How's it going? All right. I'm supposed to do Olympia. I mean, not Olympia, AOO in 3 hours. We'll see if I even stream that. A little bit more tired. That's a real Fighter City layout. This one right here. Hey, this is called functional, okay? All my farms and stuff is down here. All this crap has literally been here for like a year and a half now, so I kind of just know where it is. And then all my decorations, I just made it go around the outer part of my city, right? So you can see all my decoration. I would say out of all the decorations, which one is the coolest? I should probably like this one with the cat, right? The mirror cat. I actually have a black cat. I don't think I've looked at this. I can't remember the last time I looked at my city, man. Artha, what's up, man? How's it going? I'm doing good. Just getting started. I'm a little tired. Trying to get some momentum on the stream. Alright. Enough looking at my city. Let's see. When does 68 go into KVK? Dude. I think the next chance for a pop is honestly, we've been out of KVK for about a month now. Like we finished our Kingsland fighting like May 20th, right? So for some weird reason, because of like some event, we didn't even get our chance to queue for the first pop. I don't think the plan was to do with the first pop anyways, but next chance is July 8th, and then what's 14 days after that? July 22nd. So one of those two, I would say. You know, I like to spend a lot of time on the aesthetics of my rock account. Dude, it's all about how you look, right? Giving the image of performance is more important than the actual performance. Isn't that how the world works? Am I planning to get the new commanders, like plural? I'm definitely skipping the rally commander, even though I think he is like broken strong for rally. Like that kit for a rally commander is disgusting, absolutely disgusting. Now you compare it with another Smite commander potentially, it's disgusting. But obviously I'm not rally, so I'm not getting them. I think you could probably use them on the field as like a 4th infantry march, but it's not ideal, right? William Wallace, his kit by itself is worse than Scipio's, but I think the synergy from a Smite commander when you pair him with Lucia together is going to be by far the best march in the game. Not just infantry, like by far the best march. I think it will be like Attila to Takeda level of broken when that gets in the game. So yeah, I'm going to invest in them. The problem isn't so much that it's like you're either using Guan Scipio, right, or Scipio Alex for the second march, which I would like to not use Guan Scipio as my second march. I would like to make Scipio Alex work based on the kit and somewhat like what they do as far as the debuff. But that you really won't know until you're actually kind of, I guess, testing it, right? I've kind of messed around with it a little bit in Canyon. So if you even look at how I set my Canyon lineup right now, right? I have Scipio Alex, Scipio Primary, the way for this pairing, just to kind of see how it does. Yeah, I don't know. Yar, max skip into Zenith push. Dude, fuck that. Trust me, if it was up to me, I would do first pop every time. Like, if I was king, you better. Actually, I have no desire to ever be a king in the kingdom. But if I was king in the kingdom, like the 10 Commandments, right? One of the things would be like, guys, every single time we're doing first pop. So just prepare for it. You know, from the end of Kinsland fighting until you get out of KVK, you have some time. Then there's some time until the first pop comes up. Then after the first pop comes up, then you have like matchmaking. Then you have pre-KVK. Then you get into freaking KVK. Then you have to wait. It past 4 opens, so you don't get fighting. You have to wait longer. You have more than enough time. First pop every single time. If you can't handle that pacing, don't join the kingdom. And we're going to recruit to that. But I'm not Kingdom 68, so I can tell you what I prefer, but I'll do whatever leadership decides. What are the best 3? Hadi Haidari. What are the best 3 cap marches? Can XY Belisarius Prime be a good pair? Yes. But I feel like, let's see, if you're going to do 3 cab marches, I feel like ideally you want to pair, actually it probably would be Belisarius Prime, right? Because before it was Justinian. Belly Prime would be an upgrade over Justinian. It's definitely viable, you know. Is it like amazing? No. I see. You're going to be piloting in your first MKD in 2 weeks, 6 March full tech. I don't know what is this piloting is that you talk about. We're a terms of service YouTube channel. We have to pretend like that doesn't exist. Having a good city layout equals 5% bonus to all damage. It's proven. 5% bonus to morale, right? I don't think... Okay, let's look at someone else's kingdom. Let's look up... I mean, not kingdoms. What is someone else's city layout? Any key? Daddy and most... Okay, out of all these people, who do I think will have the most elaborate? Alright, let's look at Peace. How is Peace's city layout? How do you... Oh, here we go. Wow. I'm not gonna lie, I expected Peace's layout to be a little bit more elaborate. What about Chatsky? This is exactly what I thought Chatsky's city layout was gonna look like. There's no roads. There's one little statue in the middle with trees around it. This is a square here. A square here. Obviously the farms are here. Right. all his decorations is just grouped up here. Not even spread out. This is exactly what I was expecting. Yar? Where's your chords? Send the chords. Should you be doing both commanders? Definitely not, dude. Just do William Wallace. 2890 does first pop every time. Yeah. That's that sounds ideal as I see. Yeah, Yar, that's what I was saying, right? Like we've been out of KVK for like a month now and I haven't seen a freaking pop. We didn't even have a first pop yet. It's crazy. They reward fighters with gold chest. See, I'm not a big fan of actually like paying your members to do stuff, you know. Like ideally you get people that are just kind of self-motivated. I feel like when you're offering financial incentives, one, you have to keep doing it, right? Because they're used to it. What if like the well dries up, you know? Will people just stop? Like I prefer to be more self-motivated but then money motivated. Thoughts on Celadon William March? Socks. KVK 2 type March using sock commanders. So nickname, I think you're trying to troll me, but I don't actually have Saladin William. I think you're picking the wrong March that I'm using, dude. 1981 does first pops. 1981 also fights freaking KVKs where Kingsland fights last less than 24 hours. I would hope you guys better do first pop. Like you need to recover from recovering during the KVK. You guys are steamrolling everyone you're fighting from what it looks like. Hey, I'm not actually saying it to like put you down. I'm saying like you guys are steamrolling your opponents. The fights are too easy for you. Justinian belly works better because XY is too squishy. So let's see. Justinian doesn't offer a debuff, if I remember correctly, right? He has a good damage factor, but he has no skill damage increase. He's literally like a tanky commander with a pretty good single target damage factor. And that's it. I actually think overall benefit XY would work better. I think especially with the new dot mode where everyone is just targeting archers, you could probably get away with XY a little bit more than before. You know, and honestly, if you know if you're pretty good at like positioning and microing your troops, you can run like YSG primary, you could run XY primary. They could want to hit it, right? But just because they want to hit it doesn't mean you have to be so out of position for it to make it easy for them to hit it. I think you can make XY work, you know. Yeah, Justinian he's missing too many things, you know. He either has to have an AoE or skill and damage increase. So he like is bringing something to the march, or else you're relying on the other commander to bring everything. It's just hard. Yar, you have to send me your chords, dude. Send me an in-game or something so I can look at your city. Dude, sticky rice? You're gonna try to run the rally Scipio with Gorgo? I mean, honestly, it'll do okay, I think. Just because smite damage is so good right now. Right. I think the argument against that march, I mean, there's a lot of arguments against that march, but it'll probably do okay. It's not ideal. I would probably cap the infantry marches that too, you know. And I think if you are going to run 3, it's going to be Luce Alex, Guan Scipio, and then Gorgo William Wallace. It's probably the best if you're going to do 3. You prefer Justinian because you want Belly Prime on the field as long as possible. I mean, kind of like what I was talking about earlier, those IC, right? There's 2 thoughts for that, right? You can micro your march better, right? Because honestly, like tankiness is good, and at the same time, what actually determines how long your march survives on the field, provided it's like a fairly even murder ball, is that you're playing good positioning, right? Like you're playing good positioning. So I would take XY Belly over Justinian, personally. Do you know what sign up you guys would do for the next pop? So I actually don't know, but even if I did, I wouldn't want to say it because one, I will probably get in trouble, but also I think people like to try to snipe and do stuff. You know, obviously we're one of the more hated kingdoms, I think, but I actually don't know. You know, like I literally didn't know what KVK we were going to queue into last KVK until it was done. So Yeah. Gingerbread House City Skin. WTH. So, if you prefer, I mean, if you're not doing a Zenith skin, right? I think most people prefer Twilight Falls. Now, my problem with Twilight Falls is, um, especially once Smite is out, so Smite doesn't benefit from Twilight Falls at all, right? So before, at least you could maybe kind of justify the math. But now, if I'm running two infantry marches, that's minus 20% attack, and one or two, like half of two marches or one whole march, right? Because you were doing a Smite commander, it doesn't even benefit from it. It just give me the health and call it a day. So I kind of rotate between the infantry health skin, the archer health skin, and the cav health skin at the expense of some defense. I mean, some attack for another troop type. You don't have Alex Sticky Rice? Don't invest in him. I see. Like the stream guys? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Arungdir? 2260 isn't hated? First of all, dude, I just saw you in Oppo stream, and when I hopped in, there was a lot of 2268 hate in chat. Wasn't necessarily, I'm not saying it's coming from you, but literally the stream you were just watching, as soon as he started looking up like an account in 68, the hateful messages just started flowing. You know, I can't. And that kind of speaks for itself, no? Bubonico, what's up, man? How's it going? Why do we... Well, let's see. When do we interact? Were you in stream, or did I talk to you in Discord or before, Bubonico? Why? I can't remember exactly when we talked. You wouldn't say it was hate, it was more friendly banter? I mean, literally one guy said, like, I don't know why anyone would want to migrate into 2268. That kingdom is in shambles. Like, you think that's friendly banter? Are you greedy for wanting a better Zenith skin? Yes. I mean, I want to say you're greedy, right? It's just, it's all perspective. So, it just depends. I mean, honestly, it just depends. Like, what's a lot of money to you, right? For example, the amount I spend in this game could be a lot of money for someone else, and then the amount I spend this game is if it's for Peacemaker, it's like peanuts. Like what I spend in a month, this guy spends in a day. It's disgusting. So if you're at that level of spend, then you want to go for another Zenith because you enjoy it and you get, like, you literally get enjoyment out of it and it's worth it, right? Like spending that money is not really going to hurt you much, and you know, getting another Zenith is kind of fun. Like, you know, you have to do something with your money, might as well do it. So it actually depends on how much money you have. If the amount of money it costs you to get a Zenith skin like hurts a little bit, I don't think you should get another Zenith skin. If you already have one, that's pretty good. Oh, both in Discord and stream. Okay. Your Kingsland opens tomorrow at 8 a.m. What kingdom are you in? Yar, I'm shaking right now. Get out of here, dude. The hate for 2268 was so strong that Yar is shaking. Now, he could be shaking out of fear, shaking out of disappointment that he's in such a shitty kingdom that's in shambles, shaking out of rage. We don't know, but he's shaking. You hope the dev release some new Skitty skin on KVK shop? Yeah. I wish there's a better open fielding skin than Twilight Falls, you know? Like, I literally was going to invest in Twilight Falls, and then Smite Commanders came out. And once Smite came out, for me, it just wasn't worth it. Oh, you just saw that you need a content creator to migrate in. I mean, that's banter, right? That's banter. That's not hate. Okay, maybe some hate, but I honestly think most people like 68. Oh, don't worry, we definitely have a lot of fans. Like I would say, like realistically, um, I've been I've been doing migration for what, like 3 weeks, maybe a month now. I can't remember. Maybe probably closer to 3 weeks. It just feels like it's been a pretty long time. The amount of like interest and like people I had to reject that I actually consider fighters is kind of crazy, right? Like realistically, if you look around in all the kingdoms in Rock, uh, there's probably like 8 kingdoms that can recruit like we can. Um, and that's for a couple reasons, right? Like people want to hate on the YouTube thing, but guess what? We don't have a problem getting interest. Like I like we don't have a big problem getting interest, right? And if you look around, like like let's be honest, the people that are in this chat right now, uh, what like negative news have you heard about 68 recently, right? Like, is it even true? Some of it probably is like half truth or like 10% true. Some of it's like straight up false. Like I was just an Oppo stream earlier, right? Uh, no, actually, I don't think this was an Oppo stream, but I just saw another screenshot earlier. Someone was like trying to recruit. A couple of people were trying to poach people from our kingdom, right? They're just hitting them up. And one of the things they all say was, "Hey, I heard the leadership is quitting in 68." There's just like a lot of like that kind of stuff going around right now. So we're dealing with a lot of like negative recruiting against us, and for us to still get the amount of interest we're getting without even really going out of our way to recruit, right? Obviously, I advertise it in this channel, um, but it's actually pretty easy to reload, right? Like with the amount of negativity that's surrounding from a lot of people like spreading rumors, and we're still able to kind of reload the way we're doing. I mean, I think I would kind of be annoyed if at 68 if I wasn't in 68, but the YouTube thing definitely helps. Bubonical 2147. Well, let's take a look. Let's look up 2147. $21.47. CC Kingdom 9.553 billion power cap, 198 billion KP. That's really lean for that KP. That's actually probably a strong CC, right? I would think that's a stronger CC. You guys probably have a decent amount of stars to be able to say that lean. Is a troop defense 3% and healing speed 3% not better than Twilight Falls? I think right now I would take that over Twilight Falls. Right, but here, let me see what the penalty is. Actually, can I find it? Here we go. Okay, so the math here, right? Let's just say you're running 222, right? 6 marches. I'll just say for me, I'm running 222. So I'm gaining. Well, I'm running 7 marches. So in 7 marches, I'm gaining 21% defense, and I'm losing 20% in cav attack, right? Whereas if I go to Twilight Falls, well, oh, not Sing Sailor. Well, that was Twilight Falls. Oh no. It's not in like how easy it is to get. Oh my god. Which, by the way, Dynastic Conqueror is just the best open field. It's just the best open field skin, right? 7 marches, I'm getting 56% defense total. And you're losing 20% cav attack. That's a really, really good skin. And you can't get it anymore. Like that one actually... Would I push Zenith for that? Probably not, but that's really good. Okay. Did I miss this? I must have missed it. Okay. Oh my god, that's the first freaking one. You gotta be kidding me. Are you guys a 1 or 2 alliance kingdom? We are a 1 alliance. Again, if you ask me, I would prefer we're a 2 alliance. But the way Lilith is doing their matchmaking right now, it's actually a huge disadvantage to be 2 alliance. Because if you're a 2 alliance kingdom, what's going to happen is you're going to get paired up with a kingdom like 1188 and someone else. So essentially, you're going to be fighting 2 kingdoms, and they could be 2 1 alliance kingdoms. But when you have 2 kingdoms and their main alliance is fighting your kingdom, where you have a main and like a second alliance, usually you're going to lose, right? So will a 2 alliance kingdom be stronger than the 1 alliance kingdom? Yes. But the way matchmaking does it, they essentially reward being a lane 1 alliance kingdom. And then so you're either fighting against other people that are roughly the same power as you, but a lot weaker, or you get actually a campmate and you get to 2v1 someone, which is, you know, I prefer it's not like that, but they're actually rewarding the kingdom for being lean and not necessarily being the strongest. Yeah, okay. But Twilight Falls, let's look at this, right? Twilight Falls, if I'm running 2-2-2, infantry, archer, cav, and then my 7th march is a siege, right? For my siege march, half of that is from Cordoba, which is smite damage, so this is completely going to waste. When William Wallace comes out, right, one of my infantry march is going to be completely smite, so this goes to waste. So essentially, I'm going to have 5 marches get 5% skill damage for this, and I'm going to lose 20 infantry attack. Like, I don't know. Give me the gingerbread house. Yar's quitting. Yeah, Yar's quitting, you know. 2268 is in shambles. Peacemakers are retiring. We're going to 2377. We're going to 1960, depending on who you ask. Our leadership is quitting. We're so incompetent that we're skipping so many, doing so many skips that people are migrating out. What are we ever going to do? Luda, what's up, man? You have an equipment question. Okay, so for Scipio Luchas, should you go for 6-piece infantry set or 4-piece infantry set with Hope Cloak and boots? Shio's boots. So you're basically, if you do the 4-piece set, you're talking about actually building the Eternal Empire pants instead of the Eternal Knight. Is that what you're looking to do? So okay, let's go open this. Okay, so if you do the 4-piece, okay, and I literally just made a video saying attack is more valuable for smite commanders than skill commanders. I get it, but if you're doing a 4-piece, like, I feel like it's pretty cut and dry. You know, shield, helm, gloves, and then boots. Okay. Now this purple, it looks annoying. It's purple, But literally, when you do the math, you need the Eternal Night to be awakened 2 for it to be better than the Karak's Humility, right? Assuming that it's not crit. I could put an Eternal Night with an Iconic Crystal in it, and this special talented Karak's Humility is better. So, having said that, the infantry legs are worse than the Eternal Night. Like you're like taking 2 steps down from even like a Karak's Humility when you go that route. I wouldn't do the shields. I would just do the Serdium boost of the Eternal Empire. Like, what are you talking about? Like a 1% defense, I think. Is it 1% or is it 0.5% for the shields? Like, I literally don't know because I never even considered crafting it. So every time I look at it, I forget. Yeah, you're getting 0.5% more. It's not worth it. Like this, doing shields instead of the Eternal Empire boots, to then have to craft like these, that is not worth it. Don't do it. Open that gold chest. Open that gold chest. You want me to open this chest? Artha. What's actually even in a legendary chest? I don't know. I feel like I should save it for a special occasion when I'm feeling down about myself. Yeah. You know, when my self-esteem is a little bit low and I feel like cheering myself up. Open it to find out. Jesus Christ. Big Kane, he's gonna go. Okay, so you're gonna go full attack then, right? Honestly, Kane, KVK helm, KVK weapon, 4-piece Eternal Empire set with the chest and the legs would be disgusting. Like how much damage that that March is putting out on a smite march. That'd be pretty disgusting. Is it better than a tankier march? I don't know, but the damage it's doing is definitely going to be impressive. Artha open, Master Ains open to find out. You guys just don't want me to have to keep a legendary chest for a rainy day, dude. Damn. Okay, so you have Shio crit. You can take it to Awaken 5. Okay, so if you have a crit Shios. If you have a crit Shios. 12% defense. How much is the chest offering? 11% attack versus the Eternal Night. 12% defense. %, attack. Oak Cloak is easier to get. I don't know, man. But your Shio is crit. I'm inclined to say I don't think it's worth it. It's just like to I feel like any kind of like benefit you gain from the crit Shios, like by going From defense to attack. Hmm. I don't know. It's like you essentially went down the path where you're going to craft the KVK weapon and KVK home. You're just going to forego the 4-piece set bonus. I don't think. I think if you do that, you should just go for the KVK home and KVK home and just do the 2-piece bonus and still do the Eternal Empire and the Hope Cloak. I don't think it's. I think overall your March is going to do worse. Trying to still do a 4-piece bonus with shields. That's my inclination. The Bishop, Don Juan, New Infantry Rally. Oh, Typhoon. That's the whole thing's your name. The New Infantry Rally is crazy. It's disgusting how good it is. Master Ains, today is a rainy day. Literally rain here. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we have the Eternal Night at Awaken too. It's better than the Karak's Melody, but that would probably honestly the I'm not the Karak's Melody. The Eternal Night will probably be the last. Will be the last legendary I craft. Well, the Karak's Melody will be the last purple I get rid of. Look at your name, it's rain. You like the March speed on the 4-set Inf equip? I mean, hey, listen, me too. You know, that's why I have it on both my Marches. But like, if you went down the path of Shios, like, don't go down the path of Shios, which is what you do when you're doing the KVK weapon and helm, and then try to pivot to a 4-piece like that. That actually, like, whatever benefit you get from like having to crit Shios, I feel like you're throwing it away by going the pants. You know what I mean? So just like go KVK helm and weapon, and then if you have a second infantry march, do the 4-piece, and then usually you'll probably have a march that's fast. So for example, if you're running Luce and William Wallace, you don't need the 4-piece with Luce and William Wallace, right? Like, you don't need it. Just run the crit shields with a KVK weapon, KVK helm, and then a 2-piece for that one. And then the other march, with the march that requires more march speed, use that. Use that for with a 4-piece. Cav mains are in shambles. It's actually kind of crazy how quickly that flipped from Belisarius Prime to these infantries announced. Like, the view on Cavs literally have done a 180, right? Sam Hanzo, what do I think about leadership? Pants and boots for infantry gear. It gives health. I don't like it nearly as much because one, leadership gives a lot less, right? So even though yes, it's health, but the leadership pants are straight up just worse than the Karak's Humility. So, and like yes, you get a 2-piece bonus, but the problem is when you do leadership 2-piece, then you really can't do the 4-piece infantry bonus to get the march speed, which is really important. So I would not do it. Mains are dying inside because how bad Belly Prime is compared to the new M. I think Belly Prime is good, but he's definitely not as good as William Wallace. And then it's not even so much that William Wallace is so good, it's that he is going to pair really well with Lucha. Should you dismantle your Eternal Knight? No. Nikki, good evening stream. What's up, man? Uh, Z4502, the leadership hands. Crafted for archer. The best archer equipment includes the leadership hands. And then I think you should do the leadership gloves. And if it crits, do archer for those leadership hands. Everything you told me, you already crafted. Also, you're in KVK 3s, so KVK weapons are not allowed. I mean, if you're in KVK 3 at that point, you're 1 KVK away from doing it, right? Like, just wait to KVK 4. Kane, compare William Wallace to Belly Prime. Tell me which is better. Okay, so if William Wallace was a skill damage commander, I would say Belly Prime is better. But because William Wallace is a smite damage commander, even standalone by himself, I would say William Wallace is better than Belly Prime. And the key difference is like those numbers, when you're comparing them side by side, you have to account for like what smite is actually doing, right? So, but I agree. If you're just looking at the numbers, like if William Wallace was a skill damage commander doing the exact same thing, Belly Prime would be better. Now, the real big kicker is there is a monster pair for William Wallace to pair with, and Belly Prime doesn't have that. So, no. The huge nose are freaking you out. Wait, are these big? They look the same to me. Artha, you run mixed marches. Because those invested in Belly try to push me in the same pit to invest, and I refuse to do so. Guess you were right. The belly hate is crazy to me. Like the whole Q being love and then the belly hate is pretty wild to me. I would take Belly Prime over whole Q being 10 out of 10 times. Not even close. Alright. Let's finish farming on this march. Master Ains, these new commanders aren't even that special. What makes them special is that Luce exists. I actually agree with that. Well, to be fair, William Wallace has march speed, right? For a smite commander, he actually is amplifying smite damage, which is really important. So the four things I think that are important, and really it's three, and then the fourth one is like kind of like a add-on. You need AoE, you need smite or skill damage increase, you need march speed, right? Because without at least two of those three, it's really hard to pair a commander without two of those three with another commander that will actually make a complete and good march, right? So look at any march that you think is really good. It's really hard to find an exception. The fourth thing that's an add-on is you need commanders that can actually be primary or secondary, right? You can imagine if Guan does not have to be a primary, right? If you can have a 3-target AoE doing 2000 damage factor and then like another like additional a bonus to the skill damage, right? That's like kind of like proc or triggered. Then you have that silence, and then you have the march speed, and you can be secondary. All of a sudden, our view of Guan's going to change a lot, right? Because in Artifact KVK, you can run him as a secondary, right? And if I had, for example, let's just say like ZL primary, right? And then that's a 20% skill damage increase. You get Guan as a secondary, right? And you still deal the 2000 damage factor 3-target AoE with all the other stuff he does. All of a sudden, that march becomes really interesting. But you can't do that because Guan has to be primary. So he needs those three things. But the AoE, skill or smite damage increase, and march speed. And William Wallace has two of those, right? So Belly Prime, right? One of his problems, if you think about it, is that he can't be primary, right? Because I think you might still be able to make it work. I want to test it out. but the general consensus is that belly prime, mobility tree, you can't run him as primary, right? So he does have 2 of the 3. He already has a lot of march speed. He does increase skill damage, but he can't be primary, and he doesn't have AoE. So all of a sudden, right, what's the thought? What's the feeling on Belisarius Prime? No sympathy for Cav mains, they've been OP forever. All I gotta say is if you guys are like Cav haters, which honestly you should just be well balanced and run all the troop types, right? But if you're Cav haters and you're gloating now, just know, you know, when the Cav simps were gloating, right? Sometimes it comes back and bites you in the ass, you know. Just kind of celebrate it for what it is if you're an infantry lover. But I would not go out of my way to gloat and then talk shit to Cav lovers. Luce is so broken that you can release any smite infantry and they're going to be good. That's true. Bubonical. I hate both. I'm not sure what you hate. So William Wallace is good because of Lou, which is why Alex was good and Gorgo was good. You got to think of the investments. Well, before I went on my little rant, anyways, refer to the rant I just had about needing 2 out of the 3, and then you need primary, secondary commander flexibility. Like William Wallace is definitely better than Gorgo for open fielding. He's better than Alex for open fielding. Like the kit he provides, it'll actually be a little bit more versatile, right? The march speed and the smite damage increase would make him more versatile than Alex. But I agree. Luce is carrying that march more than William Wallace. You need Kane and me to tag team you. You mean your account for coaching? Jesus Christ, dude. Nerf Luce? No, don't learn from Luce. Luce is awesome, man. What happened to the Belly William tip touching dream? I sound like a hater. No, I still think it could work. I need to test it. I'm just saying in general. You look at the commanders, right? So a commander that really is hindered by what I talked about is someone like XY, right? XY has AoE. XY is Cav, so inherently he has march speed. He doesn't increase skill damage, right? But he has 2 out of the 3. But XY has to be primary, right? If XY could be secondary, XY would still actually be used right now, in my opinion. But because he has to be primary, he's pretty much gone, right? Boudica has very little march speed, no skill damage increase, single target damage. So if you look at her kit actually is really good, right? Like on paper. She has good damage factor. She has a decent debuff, right? She has plenty of stats. 60% of stats plus another 10% march speed. Reduces skill damage by 25%, right? This and like the bonus normal damage, whatever. Maybe, honestly. That's only for 1 second. That's not good, right? But then she heals, and then does another 10% more damage, like with Archer. This kit is really good. There's a lot of really cool things here. But I think we can all agree now that Boudica, if you use her, she's just kind of underwhelming. Why? She has a lot of really cool things in her kit, but she has barely any march speed. Let's say she has march speed, even though it's only 10%, which is really low. But she has no skill damage increase, and she's single target. So it's really hard to pair her with someone and make it work, right? The best pair I found with Boudica is actually running ZL primary, Boudica secondary, and that's probably the best I've actually done with Boudica. With the 2 cab setup, Belly doesn't synergize very well. That's your point. Artha? No, because if you're doing 2 calves, I would run Nevsky William and then Joan Belly. Right? There you go. That's if you Belly William doesn't work, which probably doesn't, but I do want to test it out. But that's a smart setup. And I would actually take that and get rid of Hua. Right? I would take Nevsky William, Joan Belly over Hua William and Nevsky Joan. The only cav you always like was Mina Cao because you can start in a new kingdom, can always get Mina Cao fast. Maybe for the early game, dude. You would like archers to be the best tie for once in Rock's history. Yeah, I mean, listen, people are making fun of this now, right? The Archer era will probably come next. Cavs been on top for a long time. Infantry was actually really good before Cavs was really good. Archer has never been on top. I remember for a while, like, we're talking about the best Archer commander was Nebu, right? Like Nebu. And right after that, Boudica came out, and the best Archer commander was Boudica. Like, it was rough, dude. Even though William's skill damage is less, but his overall kit is better than Belly. That's true. I would take William over Belly, but you shouldn't be debating Belly and William. You should be debating Belly and Hua. Right? Like, there's nothing you can say to me to move me off of that. Like, if you just look at numbers, math, understanding how, like, commanders synergize and work together, and then, like, overall value in a murder ball and, like, what actually makes the difference, Hua is overrated. So overrated. He's good and so overrated. And Belly is better than Hua. You just ended KVK 3 and got an instant pop for KVK 4. Okay. So Chris Hatfield, do I think you could run LC Alex and then Scipio William Wallace? Or Wallace Scipio? You don't have any investment into Guan? Okay, so you can run LC Alex and then Scipio William Wallace. I think Scipio William Wallace, this is my opinion, will actually be better than Guan Scipio. Okay, I know people love the silence. I think it's overrated. I might make a video about it. I think it's overrated. Right? Because what you're talking about with silence isn't like you're canceling out that skill cycle. You're actually delaying it not at all, which is what's going to happen most of the time. Right? A third of the time that you actually delay anything, you're going to delay it about 1 second. A third of the time, you're going to delay it by 2 seconds. And then the best case scenario is you could delay an active skill from firing off by 3 seconds. You know, how valuable is it to delay an active skill firing off for 3 seconds? In a rally and context scenario, extremely valuable, right? Because what you're getting ahead, right? Because it's just 1v1 connected. In open fielding, I think it's very overrated. Okay, very overrated. So I do think Scipio William Wallace will be better, but I don't think you should pair it that way, Chris, because if you pair it that way, you're separating LC and William Wallace, and they have incredible synergy together, right? So you're taking something that will be by far the best marks in the game, and you're breaking it down to LC Alex, which is a distant second best marks in the game, if you want to call it that, compared to LC William Wallace. And then you have Scipio William Wallace, which is going to be better than Guan Scipio, but it's going to be worse than LC Alex by a bit, in my opinion. Right? So the way to pair it, I would actually rather pair LC with William Wallace. You just have the best marks in the game, right? And then you find a way to make Scipio Alex work, which I think you can. I would actually run Scipio primary, Alex secondary in that scenario. And I think you'll actually do just as well as Guan Scipio, you know, but I need to test that out first. I think you add 20% defense to Alex's kit and 6% normal damage reduction, right, which is the museum. and then you try that again with Scipio, I think it'll actually be pretty good. I don't think anyone has really used Scipio with Alex as a secondary since his museum came out, just because Alex was either on the bench or some kind of like weird secondary to like Guan or something else. But people weren't actually trying Scipio with Alex as a secondary to test it out. So that would actually be the first place I would go with your 4 marches or for your 4 infantry. Hey, Honda is better than William. I mean, so okay. I think Honda Tadakatsu is probably one of the 3 most underrated commander in the game right now. I think he's a lot better than what people are giving him credit for when they're talking about him. Like, you can look at his kit, you can tell. Having said that, Honda is not better than William. I'm sorry. Archer has YSG in 2018, have ZL Herman for 9 months. They've been the most used in your kingdom for a while. No, they've been solid with ZL Herman. The problem is, like, the ZL Herman has been overshadowed by Luce, right? So it's not. It's kind of like you have all these like superstar players that maybe would have won a championship in the early mid, maybe even like early mid 90s, right? But because Michael Jordan was around, like none of them won a championship, and we don't consider them to be that great, right? What if Michael Jordan wasn't there to cockblock everyone, and some of those players got a championship? We'd be talking and thinking about them completely differently. That's kind of like ZL Herman. Really good, but Luce's pair was just better. ZL Herman could get so much better with more damage, speed and damage. Look at Luce's damage. It's not just Luce's damage. It's Luce's damage is smite damage as well, which takes it to a whole nother level. Gino, what's up, man? Honda's OP in Olympia. Dude, the weirdest shit is OP in Olympia. I don't even know what's going on in Olympia, man. I'm like hitting an Ethel Flood primary, think I'm going to dominate it. And the next thing I know, it feels like in like 2 turns, my March just pops. Like, that would make no sense on the open field here, but in Olympia, it's a thing, you know? Okay, so if you have Guan, should you still opt to use Scipio Alex as your second infantry setup? So I'm assuming you're going to have Luce and William Wallace as your first march, right? Artha, best thing you could do is you could actually test both of them, right? Well, I'm assuming you have Alex. If you don't have Alex, don't invest in Alex. Just run Guan Scipio. But if you have Alex and Guan, then you know you literally could just pick the one that works best, and you could kind of test out both and just see which one you think is better, right? Or let someone else test it out and then you listen to them. How can y'all afford putting heads into a Honda? We can't. That's why I don't have them. You know, like the problem is like he's actually still really good, but I'm like trying to max out. Like I have 2 commanders that I need to max right now that I don't have max. You know, and then William Wallace is about to come out. I literally just don't have the extra gold heads to go after Honda. And then even if I did go after Honda, I don't necessarily have like a pressing like need where I'm gonna get like a huge upgrade. Right? Doesn't mean he's not really good and underrated. It just he doesn't really fit into like what I need right now. They should add Olympia skills in the open field. Oh my god, I would hate this game. Oh shit, it's Kumquat. What's up, dude? What's up, man? Good to see you again. Am I happy in 68? I'm very happy in 68. If you listen to the outside rumors, right? Leadership is quitting. The kingdom is in shambles. Anybody worth a damn is leaving the kingdom. Peacemaker is going to 1960 and 2489 and 2377 all at the same time. Like, people are out of their freaking minds, dude. I actually will probably make a migration stream soon. I think the first part of the migration stream is gonna be just kind of like talking about like, hey, this is actually what I noticed. This is the rumors I heard. This is what's actually going on, right? And then we'll talk a little bit about migration as far as like do's and don'ts, what people say or do, and then what I actually really the intel and the info I'm gathering from them when they're doing it. And then we'll open it up for questions. So you guys have any questions during the migration stream? I'll answer whatever question I can answer. You know, it could be about the SW group. It could be whatever. I'll just be honest with it. Because right now, there's just too many rumors going around out there. But thanks, Kumquat. You would pair Honda Tadakatsu with Herman. See, the problem with that is Honda Tadakatsu better with Herman than YSG, right? Is he better with Herman than Asher Benderpaul? Like, he's not. He's really good, but you already have like arguably two better options. So it's not that he's not good. It just there's not like a clear place for him. In 6 months' time, we have a secret weapon joining 68. We'll crush the next KVK. I don't know. I do think it's important to get a win, right? I think we're on a 3 KVK losing streak. It's that fine line, right? Because you could easily like queue for a format or Diplo like an easy win. I think it's important that we fight hard KVK still, right? The 68 have a farm AAA kingdom, triple A kingdom. Oh, like a farm. Do I have a farm league or something? No. I don't know about that. You guys only really lost Hattie? Nah. I would say since KVK was over, we probably had about 20, 25 people migrate out. Probably about 20, maybe a little less. And then I'm guessing we're probably going to have like 10 more migrate out. So I feel like that's a pretty high turnover, right? And then we replaced them with, for the most, so pretty much everyone we lost, we're going to replace. I think if I had to take a guess, so basically at the pace we're currently recruiting, so like the migrants we're getting, kind of the quality of the migrants we've gotten, the ones that are scheduled to come in over the next week and a half. I think at the top end, right? So someone like Addy, someone like Fluffy Pony, like I don't think we'll be able to fully replace that. You know, I think we have 2 accounts coming in that are on that level, but we also are losing like 3 accounts at that level, right? But I do think in the mid-range, right? So like 10 to 20 bill KP players, right? Like, you know, like the ones that have like 7 marches, you know, like full legendary, all that stuff. I think like that range we're actually going to be a lot stronger than even like this last KBK. So it's kind of like we lost some high end, like higher end, but we're actually having more just like strong like overall players. So like for example, like you take a player like Amashi, right? Like this, um, we're getting a lot of these kind of players to kind of replace what we're losing going out. So um, the ones I interviewed and accepted, I really like their mentality. Um, right, and a lot of it is just projecting how they're going to fit into the kingdom. You know, is it going to be good chemistry? Are they not just going to do their own thing, chase stats? Are they going to work together? Are they going to show up? They're going to be on a lot. So like I could give you a better answer once our migration closes, but currently, migration I think is going really well. Were any of the people that left told they need to leave was all voluntary? Uh, I mean, there's obviously people that didn't meet goals that we kicked out. There's a decent amount. I would say more of the people that left are just people that we asked to leave, right? And then there's people that definitely like I would have liked to say that left too, but um, there's definitely a mix of both. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, it's pretty straightforward, right? Here's the kingdom requirements. You either hit them or you don't. If you don't hit them, like you're asked to leave. Like there's like the requirements are there for everyone, right? So yeah, and I think it's important to like uphold that standard. You know, like earlier we had a little drama. I hear this a lot, right? We literally had a minimum requirement you had to do for alliance mobilization, right? And then someone was like on vacation or something, and then came back, tried to do it last day, and didn't get it in time. Like, oh, I tried. Like, that's cool. You could try, right? Like it's good that you tried, but you didn't hit it. If you didn't hit it, and we literally sent out a mail saying, if you don't hit this within 15 minutes of when Alliance mobilization closes, then we're going to kick you out and not let you in for the 4 days where you could claim rewards. And the person was very unhappy. But like, what do you do? Literally have a standard, and then if someone doesn't hit it, uphold the standard. That's how you build good organizations, good kingdoms, right? (1981) 60 is merging with 81. Listen, that's not going to happen. Isn't Yoda coming? Dude, I think Yoda is just retired, man. I don't think Yoda. I don't think Yoda is. I mean, I'd be surprised, honestly, if Yoda is coming back to play. His account's in the cloud. Dohan Fairs, you enjoy the content? Appreciate it, man. Anonymous, if Yoda needs a pilot, you're always free. Yoda's account's in the cloud. You can't even find it, I think. That's what I told. I haven't actually tried it myself. The way your kingdom works, if you send in, you're gonna go on vacation, then you have something in real life. As long as you let us know, we'll figure out a way to help. He was in Oppo stream the other day and said he was gonna come back. Yoda? I'll believe it when I see it. I mean, if you let someone know you're going to be gone, we have something going on, right? I need help. Yes. But if you let someone know, but like, if everyone else is doing alliance mobilization, getting rewards, right, and then you didn't do anything, should you get rewards for it? I don't know. I say no. What's my opinion on Billy now after the testing him? Are you talking about when I was dicking around in the test server with him? That's the only time I actually got to use them, but that's like a very different situation, you know. There's no there's no alliance tech. The people who are hitting were just like trying to swarm a city, and then they would just like rage cycle onto me. Like it's, I literally have not changed my opinion on them. Um, the plan right now is still to max him over Huo. So yeah. What are the requirements for your kingdom? You know what? I get that question all the time. It's not like, oh, if you're this power, then you need this many like KP, or you're this account age, you need this KP. It's I would say the preliminary application, right? It's just to kind of get an account that this get a sense if this account is even capable of performing, right? Because if this account's not capable of performing, there's nothing to talk about. Once you get a sense that the account is capable of performing, then you actually want to do a voice interview. Because once you get a voice interview, you get a feel for the person. You get, you know, would you enjoy having this person in your kingdom? Are they going to work as a team? Do they kind of get a big picture? Are they going to cause problems? Is there going to be drama? You know, are they going to actually add value? They're going to make life easier for leadership as opposed to harder, right? So if you feel like the account could perform, and then the interview with the person checks out, and then let's just say, for example, let's just say we prefer that a person can reliably get 1 mil KP or KBK, but the highest they ever done was say 700 mil, right? Does it actually make sense why the highest they have ever done is 700 mil, right? Are they a younger account, right? So like a KVK 5 account, right? You're not going to do that in KVK 1 most likely. And then even KVK 2, right? Even if you're like a higher mid spender, you're probably only running 1 March, right? So maybe like they're on track to do it next KVK, but they just haven't had the opportunity, right? So for example, you know, I talked about it here, like this autarch analysis. Oh wait, that's my farm. But like my autarch analysis, like I got like 121 mil kills last KVK. Before that, the highest was 47 mil. Like I did not become 3 times better of a player since I came to 68, right? I literally just didn't have the opportunity for 3 KVKs in a row, and that's just like matchmaking. So a lot of migration is trying to figure out when people say something like that, is it real, right? Is it like an excuse? Is it a combination of both? You're almost like projecting, okay, how is this person going to do in the next 3 months, in the next 6 months? You know, is there like account growth potential? Is this person actually used to spend more and there's just kind of a low spend now, right? But their account's still showing some of the stuff that when they spent more before, right? Like, so a lot of it is just figuring out the story or the narrative on the person, and then you accept them, and then you kind of get to see whether your projection is accurate or not. So there's no set requirement, right? But like if you come in and your equipment is garbage, right? Like I that's it. Like, because if your equipment's garbage, there's just nothing you can do. You could be the best player in the world. You could be on all the time. There's nothing you can do. So there is some like minimum as far as like stuff we're looking for. How many marches you have? How's your equipment? You know, how far do you get in crystal tech? You know, some like KP stuff, but some of the KP stuff can also be explained, right? So that's a real loaded question. King, Bus, can I come to 68? Sober Kane can. I don't know if I want drunk Kane in my kingdom. You know what I mean? I'm just kidding. Big Kane will always be allowed in 68 whenever you're ready, Big Kane. You need to be active. Yeah, you need to be active, right? So how do I kind of get a sense of if this person is going to grind and be active and show up in KBK when they're supposed to? Artha, yes, get Herman Prime, and he's okay with 5551. What two inf marches would you recommend? Would I recommend once William Wallace comes out? What do you have right now? Do you have any infantry right now? Yeah, Arthur, get into 5551. I mean, I still think it's worth it to expertise him, but honestly, his expertise looks better than it is. Like I honestly can't even tell when it's rocking. And then the force skill is it's kind of nice, right? Because once the poison stacks build up, you just take less damage. But 5551 is a lot of his value. Can I make a guide on in-game best visual settings that reduce lag? I'm not the person to make that guide, dude. I actually don't know. Anonymous, what's better on a Scipio LC? Greatest Glory or Horn? Greatest Glory by far. So, if you look at Lucha's expertise, right? Essentially, 25% chance to launch a basic attack, and then you also get the rage from a basic attack. So basically, 1/4 of the time, you're gonna launch an extra basic attack and you gain 86 rage. Okay, when you gain 86 rage on top of the normal rage that you're getting from a turn, and then like some of this stuff like burning blood and everything, you're already gonna hit the rage cap or go over. Okay, so if 1/4 of the time you're already gonna rage cap, then essentially if you have a horn, 1/4 of the time your horn proc is gonna overrage and give you no benefit at all. So would you take a horn that's 75% as good as it is? Or would you take a Greatest Glory, which increases the white damage, increases the smite damage, right? I did a video, I think yesterday now, where I honestly thought I was being conservative, where I thought normal damage increase, which is what Greatest Glory is equal to about 2.5 times the equivalent of skill damage increase, right? So if you're getting a 5% normal damage increase from the horn, and I told you, hey, pretend it's for a skill damage commander, and this accessory is giving you 12.5% skill damage increase, right? Like the damage actually kind of checks out. Would you take a 12.5% skill damage increase accessory? Like the answer is yes, right? So would you rather have 12.5% skill damage increase accessory, or would you rather have a horn that only works at 75%? That only works 75% of the time. Like it's like a no-brainer for me. For a Lucha March, I think you should run a Greatest Glory, like no-brainer, and then the second one you should run a ring. I don't think you should run a horn or a drum or a dagger for that. Wait, did I already get this? There's a lot of freaking questions. I feel like I literally just been talking and answering questions this whole time. That's good. Keep it coming, but like for how slow I normally am on the farms, I'm even slower because of the questions. Uh, he bought his alt account. Need more blood. Okay, sorry, I was responding to. Sorry, checking my Discord. Okay. Actually, I should probably join my join the right alliance for my AOO soon. Let's see here. Oh shit. AO starts in 30 minutes. For some reason, I thought it was like an hour and a half. All right. Oops. Leave. What is this? Recruitment Plaza? That's kind of cool. Let's see. I've never seen this. Favorited? High AC? Yar. $22.68 heist. Really? What a shitty recruitment plaza page we have. Compared to like this guy. Recruiting, looking for fighters. AC, KVK focus, recruiting garrison rally players, top 32 and last OL. Ours just says high AC. Dang. Come on, Yar. Look at this guy. 3 crystal chests a day. Low AC, never going Imperium. Loss of forts. This is actually a good recruitment plaza, yeah? Leadership's been here since day one. No civil war, lots of experience. And it kind of falls off. This is all standard shit. You don't want to just say what everyone else says, right? Low AC, never going Imperium. That's ambitious. 2714's Recruitment Plaza. Let's see. You guys aren't here. Tell your kin to get on it. Well, what's up with 2298? Okay, anyways. Keep getting distracted. Let's join TP. need this Marsh to come back. Oh no, I'm gonna be the guy that leaves these nodes partly farmed. I'm sorry, guys. I thought I had way more time for AOO. How lazy is your king? Hey, listen, man. When you have a YouTuber, apparently you don't need to apply. Hey, wait, what the hell? How do I find this recruitment plaza? Oh, here we go. 1981's not here. All right, compared to 1981, at least we have ours. Which freaking says high AC? And then just the migration. Like, it literally is nothing. Jeez. I don't know how well that works, honestly. Who knows? Let's see. Who is this person? That's a young account, dude. $167. So that means this account was made like July of 23. So it's less than a year old. So these guys are in KVK3. Let me message that. All right. Luxstar, by the way. Who's Luxstar? $295 VIP 18, 295 day old account. It's a big whale, man. VIP 18, 295 days. Oh man. I'm at 737 days, and I'm probably about 3 months away. So realistically, I'm looking at probably like 820, 830 days when I hit VIP 18. That's crazy, man. 295? It's a lot of money. Oh, the account you just looked at? Oh, that was you? Hey, oh, that's you. Oh, shit. Okay. Here, I'll send it to you. That's our migration Discord. Join it and then send the application, and I'll review it and DM you, and then we could go from there. Like that account, like, so for example, right? If you look at this, so it looks like you're entering. I mean, your account is, yeah, less than a year old, right? And so what? 3303. You're in KVK3, I assume. So in KVK3, to be over 2 bill KP, that's like really, really good. So we project that out. You'll probably struggle in KVK5. Actually, I don't know. You'll probably struggle the most in KVK4. No, KVK3, because there's no Crystal Tech. So you can't buy your way through Crystal Tech. And then you're going to have a lot of these people migrate back. That will just have commanders and equipment that's way further along. But by KVK5, you'll be pretty caught up. Right, so usually for someone with this profile, we'd definitely be interested. to me, this is like drafting a really promising rookie in the NBA, right? Like they'll probably do well, like the first a season, right? And then, you know, a long time the off season from like year 1 to year 2, or year 2 to year 3, they take off and become a superstar. So it's a very promising account. Yeah. Yeah, man. Definitely let me know. I sent it to you, right? Yeah, that's our Discord link, migration Discord link. Now, no, I can't do that. I have Olympia. I'm not Olympia. I have Arc of Osiris in 20 minutes. And after that, I'm gonna go to bed, dude. Honestly, I almost canceled in the stream because I'm pretty tired. But since I already scheduled it, I'm doing it. But if you want to play Olympia tomorrow, let me know. Do like 3 ranked Olympia matches at least, yeah. Shoot me a message for tomorrow. We could play ranked tomorrow if you're available. Ended KVK 3, entering KVK 4. All right. So then, congratulations. If you even struggled in KVK 3, KVK 4 with Crystal Tech, and then you also have like 2 off season and during KVK to kind of catch up on commanders. You'll do a lot better, and then I think you'll notice like a big glow up in KVK 5, Chris, where like it you know, because you just need a certain amount of time, right? So at your spend level, you could probably get there a little faster. So I think like in KVK 5, you notice a big glow up. Just reading Olympia makes you want to puke. That mode sucks. Olympia. Olympia's okay. I don't mind it. The only thing I don't like about Olympia is like essentially my understanding of the game goes out the window. Like Sargon is really good, right? Like Scipio McMed is a thing, or like Julius Caesar comes back into play. Like I'm confused as fuck. Like I don't know. I like everything I think I know about the game. I see the commanders, I see the marches. They're supposed to suck, and they're dominant. Like you know what I mean? When do I think the new commanders come out? I think William Wallace will be released in the Chinese server July 15th, and then 2 weeks later, July 29th, you'll see him here. So if you go off of that, you have a month. And I think July 15th in the Chinese server, because the last few commanders, Lilith has timed it, and they released it to time it with the MGE cycle for the Chinese commanders, with the Chinese servers, right? So when the infantry MGE for Chinese server comes out, will be July 15th, and the international server, which is the ones we play on, is 2 weeks after. So if I had to take a guess, I think that's when we're going to see them. You'd rather do Soroli or Golden Kingdom than Olympia? I am not a fan of Soroli, dude. Like, trying to do random with people sucks. And then if you don't do random, you have to try to find people to queue with. Like, it's kind of annoying to have to like find people that also want to do it and you queue with them. I mean, it's actually kind of easy in 68. Our Discord in the Kingdom's pretty active, but still, I don't mind Olympia as much as Soroli. One of the best garrisons in Arc back in the day was Richard Caesar. I believe it, man. Oh, you just Oppo's in-game group chat? I am not in that group chat. I will say this. I think Oppo, I've actually said it multiple times. I think Oppo is the best Rise of Kingdom streamer. He's really good at streaming, you know? Like before I started streaming, I didn't even get how good he was. And then after I started streaming, then I'm like watching his streams, I'm like, damn, this guy is really, really good at streaming. There actually is like some kind of I want to call it a skill. Right? There's certain like characteristics, qualities, things that you should be doing, and if you're doing it really, really well, it doesn't even seem like you're doing anything. And he's doing a lot of those things. So. Oh man. Oh. I don't even know what it's like to play in KVK anymore, dude. Like I feel like we're so far away from doing a KVK that I can't even get excited about when we get to play in a KVK again. Oh my god, I'm only on farm too. Kill me. You really like my content? I appreciate it, man. I think. I mean, not everyone, like, not every. No one's good at everything, right? Everyone kind of has a thing they enjoy and, like, they're good at. And I think it's important to just kind of stick with that. So, you know, obviously I have, like, my niche, if you will, in rock. And if I try to, like, go do other stuff, maybe you can make it work, but if you actually look at the stuff I put out, something I really try to do is to not just do the same thing, like not do something that someone else has already done, right? So I like to try to look into topics that I feel like no one has actually really covered, right? So sometimes it's really, really specific. Like I literally made a video comparing the Karak's humility to the leadership pants to the eternal night, right? And then actually doing the math behind that. You know, I think that's always been kind of important to me. Like I'm not it's not like I don't understand the algorithm, right? Like if I wanted to just get a bunch of hits, it would probably be better in the short term to just make a bunch of commander guides, right? Like a tier list, a tier maker, commander guides, best 3 March setup, best 5 March setup. Like people love that shit. They could hear it over and over again from different content creators. They would still click on it, right? But just for me, it's like people are already talking about that shit over and over and over again, right? Like me throwing my hat at the table just to talk about the same thing doesn't really excite me. So like a lot of like making YouTube content for me is trying to figure out like a next video that is relevant but also hasn't been done. Right now, obviously, when a new commander is released and I give my initial reaction, it's just my reaction, right? I'm not necessarily making a guide for it, but not gonna lie, sometimes I feel like they're just running out of things to do, and then all of a sudden you kind of get like a spurt of inspiration, and then you come up with a couple more ideas. You know, streaming's easy though. Streaming, you just record and talk, right? You don't have to really touch idea. If anything, the people asking the questions and stuff kind of help you provide content. So yeah. You'll watch that video from me? Me talking about pairing tier list or commander tier list or investment tier list. I don't know. It. Hear my input while with the content. Some people. Oh, here we go. What is this? Sorry. Look, I'm reading in Discord. Sorry, I'm just reading. Some guy's being very toxic and trash talking me and other people, and I'm just reading the screenshot of it. All right. Anyways, there's enough of that. Nah. Share the screenshot of people being toxic. Nah. Here's a migration tip, though. Right? If you talk, if you talk, if you want to migrate to a kingdom, right? So you submit an application. I'm not saying this is what happened here. Just this is in general. So if someone submits an application to me, and in their application, they're trashing another kingdom, the kingdom they're in, the leadership, other people, right? Like calling them names or putting them down. Like that's like an automatic reject, right? Because one, it shows a lack of one emotional intelligence. Like it doesn't it doesn't make people feel good to hear someone just shit talking someone else, right? And also someone that's willing to do that, usually they're also involved in drama. So you want like a migration, like do and don't. And this is for honestly applying for a job, right? No matter how rough you had it at your last job, if you're applying for a new job, don't trash talk your last job. like anyone, any like that one that's recruiting or hiring that has any sense, which is like it's a, I mean, it's a huge red flag. You know? They just don't want to be part of that. So it's the same thing here, right? Like trash talking people on, obviously on my stream, but showing a screenshot of someone, like making them look bad, it like what purpose does that actually serve? You know, you might get a like a short-term like gratification, like you put someone down, but you know, usually you're worse off because of it. So I would hope that, you know, I never slip up or I do something like that. And yeah, like there's no way I'm gonna show you guys, right? What's a key point to improve when thinking about migrating? Okay, so think like your autark, right? So if you open the, oh wait, I don't have any. Okay, let me finish doing this and I'll go to, let's see. Okay. So for example, there you go. The cane hit it, right? So I actually really like this autark thing, right? Because if you looked at when it started, right? So they started tracking this May 30th, 2023. So nowadays in Rock, a lot of the accounts are sold and bought. So even if the stats are good, right? It's how do I determine if this person actually got the stats, or is this something from before and they just purchased the account? The reality is people purchase that account, right? The autark, at least you can narrow it down. You know, like I actually hope they make this a little bit more in depth, right? Because right now I can't look at it, but I hope they make it a lot more in depth. So now you can actually kind of see KVK to KVK and stuff like that. Okay, if they want to make it public. If someone applies, right, I'm definitely going to want to see it. Now, this will show the best KVK performance, right? So if, for example, someone applies and let's just pretend my account isn't a 132, it's a 32 million. So, right, that's going to be an older account, probably made in like 2019. And I have 83 million power, but I have like 21 billion KP or something like that, right? Which is really good. But I opened this autark and the highest is like 45 million. Something's not right there. In the last year, the most amount of kills I got was actually only like 750 million, like KP, right? Not only, like it's not a lot, but it's 700 for a player with 21 bill KP. In the last year, the highest kills they got was 47 mil. They probably bought that account, right? Now, if they bought that account, it doesn't mean like they automatically suck, but that does add a layer of uncertainty. So then, you know, you can see their equipment and everything could be really good, but then how do I actually project that this player is going to be good, right? So if this autark actually kind of matches everything else, it helps a lot, right? And then you get them on voice and you talk to them, and then, hey, you know what? The stats and the person kind of line up, and this person's actually pleasant to be around, and you know, they're probably not going to cause drama and stuff. Like, okay, now I'm like a lot more interested. So I always say this game, you know, part of it is just the stats, right? How much you spend, how far you build your account. But then the other part, you really need emotional intelligence. Okay, like you can't be shitty at hanging out with people and in social situations and making friends and like not essentially like being like toxic and causing drama in real life. Like if you do that in real life, it's going to show up in the game. It's going to show up in how you act in Discord, and like hopefully from the application to the interview we could like screen that out, right? Because there's a lot of people that I would say their equipment, their stats and everything are really good, but I reject them because there's just like clear like signs of red flag where maybe I'm overreading into it, but I'm pretty good at actually getting a feel for people. It's just not worth it. Like no matter how good their stats are, if there's no social intelligence there, we don't want them. We don't want them in the kingdom because they're probably going to butt heads with leadership, right? They're probably going to cause drama, right? And it's just not worth it. I mean, I'm saying I'm reading into it too much, but honestly, it's just it. I deal with people all day, and then what is this? Who messaged me? Mr. Bobbio? Oh, it's Mr. 20. Never mind. Yeah, like I don't know. I would say I'm pretty confident getting a read on people. Obviously, there's people that are really good at manipulating and lying, like really good. It's actually scary good how good they are. But they're just signs. They're just signs too. Like if I get someone that comes in and in the last 9 months they migrated to 3 kingdoms, like what does that tell you, right? And if they've been to 3 kingdoms in the last 9 months, and then it's always that kingdom's fault, their leadership's fault, they suck or whatever, they were unfair, they were corrupt, there's a common denominator there, right? And usually when you get a story, it's one side. There's multiple sides. How many people are we playing against? Oh no, these people didn't even show up. Oh my god, do I have to provision? Kill me. Oh, that's my Margaret March. Wait, I need to take my own obelisk first, don't I? Did he even show up? What are we doing here? Oh, Kane joined the member. Thanks, dude. Really appreciate it. Sorry, I distracted. Master Ains, you just got your T5. I mean, the reality is like we talk about all this KPN stuff. I wasn't even ready to do anything until KVK4. I probably, if I was smarter or more knowledgeable with my account, I probably could have done a lot more in KVK3. But like these like numbers and stuff that we think we need to hit, it just takes time to grow your account, Dude, do we have to provision? Gathering time, kill me, dude. Send a cav march out. Maybe chat, what's the best way to do this? How do I get the points the easiest, right? If you occupy these, you get some points. It's not that hard of provision, is it? God, this is terrible. If I don't get 10k points, what do I get? 5 gold heads? Do I want to gather for 30 minutes or whatever for 5 more gold heads? I really don't want to, but I think I'll be kicking myself if I don't. Oh, there's more hanging out. All right. Jesus. Take the shit. There you go. Time to gather. Oh my god, I'm at 29 points. Kill me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This guy's trying to snipe. Get out of here, bandit. Oh my god, I can't believe I have to gather. Um, it's only 100? Shouldn't you use gathering commanders? Oh god, I probably should, shouldn't I don't know, man. I don't know shit about this. But if I use gathering commanders, it's gonna take them forever to march out here. Is that like actually gonna be faster? Like you'll gather a lot faster once you get there, but it's gonna march super slow, no? I don't know. Kind of sucks that they just didn't show up, you know? Why would you register and not show up? Do you think it would be better to stay in this kingdom or move to D-Seed? I can get top 3 in all gold head events, but no chest whatsoever or forts. Or should I try to move to a CC to improve? So Master Names, my suggestion is you want to find a kingdom that you enjoy being in, you know? Because, for example, like I've heard stories of people that will go to a dead kingdom to like farm MGs and get gold heads. But like once you go there, it's almost like something happens and then you just lose interest in the game, you quit. So community is really important. I think you would rather actually go to a kingdom you enjoy, grow with them from there, and then you know sometimes you outgrow them, or you actually find a community and you just kind of want to stay there, right? But I want to go to a dead kingdom just so you could get more gold heads. You know, like I get logically it seems like I would build a count faster, but it's it's people that go and to a dead kingdom, their account they just end up quitting. So that would be my advice. This Fog of War is terrible for provisioning. Chilsy, what's up, man? How's it going? Do I have equipment on my gathering commanders? Because if yes, then you should be using them. I do have equipment on my gathering commanders. So you think I should just like run 5 cab marches of gathering? So you're already in a DC deck kingdom? Yeah, you should move, dude. Find a kingdom that's more active, that you enjoy being in. Alright. Well, I guess I'm gonna return all of these provisions and send out gathering marches. I don't know, man. I'll do that. I'll do that once they're done. Dude. Isn't there like a threshold where you get like 3,000 points or 4,000 points and you get like 6 out of 10 gold heads or 8 out of 10 gold heads? Am I making this shit up? Ooh, yeah, that's true. I do have a Bard's Pendant. Alright, I'll let these guys finish gathering and then send out gathering marches. Oh, let me TP actually. Okay. Yeah, I need 10k gold points, right? But I was doing a Osiris League, and we ended up getting like an unsportsmanlike stuff where we got the full rewards. But before we realized that, there was actually a point threshold where if you get like it's less than 10k, but when you get that point threshold, you get like a majority of the rewards. I want to say. I should farm the Arc for achievements. I don't know. Yara and Yara, the other guy, might be doing that too. I don't know. I'll let him do it. I don't really actually care that much about achievements. I feel like they should take that shrine, yeah? This altar. This is like 15 points per minute that we're not getting here. March right pie. Let's pass it. Right. Dude, Hum, you're like a farming master here. I don't know shit about this. Lou, what's up, man? How's it going? I used to do provisions for your ARC team. Oh shit, I wasn't paying attention. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna send out gathering marches, and then just run them with calves. Is that how this works? Right? Just run them with calves. Provisioning noob. Gathering. I sent someone Steve and Catch Mix. Oh my god, which one? Wait, how do I tell? Wait, here we go. These are both mixed. Oh my god, come on, dude. Alright, I'll send them back. Why is it doing mixed? If you can't tell how little I want to do this right now. Okay. Oh shit, I'm out of 58,000 is enough, right? Oh, the load is only 146. So just do archers. I hate this. Why is the load for this so low? Alright, there's siege in here? There's no siege, right? Gathering commanders have 30% march speed to siege, might be faster than archer. Probably right. I don't even know at this point. It's alright, I'll just send it out. I don't know why that, dude. There's no way. Well, I'm at 3,430. Am I gonna even be able to get 10k? I feel like I have to farm pretty or provision real. Is there anything out here? Is there anything out here usually? The provision? Farming simulator? Oh my god. I can't believe this AO ended up being one of these. just find one. Get the altar? I didn't get the altar. Why would he go yes and not get it? What's this guy doing? Oh my god, I can't believe this might be the most mind-numbing thing. I'm gonna gather for an hour. I'm having such a hard time finding a node here. I miss when I didn't have Fog of War on this. It was so much easier to just see everything. Alan's marching back. Where is the... How many points am I at, dude? I'm at 3,792.29. I'm not gonna make it. Already 30 minutes in. Right? Do you think I should run Siege instead? Oh, for archers. Okay. Altar leaves gives the most points if I leave my march inside it. Should I do provisioning or should I leave my march in these altars? You know what I mean? Or do I get this without occupy? If it's like, if this is occupy like this, do I get the 15 points per minute? Because I know the team points go up. Well, how does the individual points work? I don't know, man. God. 4,000 points. Okay, these farmers do farm this a lot faster. It's slow as hell, but I don't know. why you didn't get the Desert Altar though, man. 15 per minute times 60, that's 600. That's 900 points that we're missing. Right? That's actually a lot. You don't get the points unless your march is inside. Are you sure? Because recently they told us that it was changed and now you get it inside, but I am not confident at all. I don't know. Maybe a lot of these provisions will help me make it. I don't know. I guess it would just be one of those where you gather as much as you can and bring it back and hope it's enough. I was told, so doing an OL match recently, well, kind of recently, I was told you don't have to be inside now to get it. As long as you're occupying it, but I really don't know. Master Ains, yeah, thanks for watching, man. 5:30 a.m. Get some sleep, dude. Yeah, like, cause we literally spent part of the because they didn't show up, right? And we thought we had to get 10k points, and then like we did it for a bit where we're just occupying the buildings, and then we realized that you were getting points regardless. I think. But I really don't know. So is this 50 points when you go back, or is it something else? That's not a lot of points, dude. It's more? Okay, that's good. Kind of sad. I feel like I'm getting used to the provisioning. Oh, you can't remember how many individual points you get? Let's hope it's like... Let's hope individual points, it's like... 500 points? Or 10x. Right, so if you get 50, it ends up being 500. That's fair, right? Or else this would be really hard. Oh shit, music stopped. Am I going too far? I'm not crazy, right? There's some like... Oh, here we go. Oh, there's two. Here we go. This one. Am I still streaming? Yeah, dude. Honestly, if we had like a free win, or you know, I get my 10k points, I would have went to bed, and then they didn't even show up. So now we're freaking provisioning. I actually have to like do this. At least, I guess I'm kind of getting used to it. I just don't know if it's gonna be enough. I don't know. It's provisioning. I guess just bring it back. Like a few minutes before. There's an arc there. How many points you get for the arc? Is it like 700 points or is it more? Look at the arc. Oh, yeah, don't worry about it, man. Appreciate it, though. Oh, someone teleported in. Is he gonna come out? Is guy gonna send his March stuff? He just sent Marches out. Oh, come on. All right. Let me go fight him. That'll be way easier. Come on, come back. Guys coming in an outpost? Alright. Perfect. Oh my god, look at his marches. Come fight me, dude. Oh my god. Ah, I just need to hit him a few times. Oh, come here. Come here. Don't run. Give me points. Oh, CC. Some more marshes out, dude. Alright, hopefully I have enough. I think the provisionings, return. I know, literally it's like finding water in a desert. There's no freaking way I was gonna get enough points. I just need to hit him a few more times. Okay, let me return this arc. Okay, gonna send more marches out? Just in case, I'll still provision. Enough points? Oh, 9,344. Alright. I got it. Oh no! You guys not gonna come out anymore? Farm game. Farming is nice. I hate it, dude. Yard, this is your fault, dude. At least this guy TP'd in. Give me a kill. Thank God, dude. Oh, yes, I'm at 10k. Alright. I don't even care anymore. I'm at 10k. This is not free. Okay, free is like you show up, they show up, you hit them a little bit, and then you get your points, and then you leave. Yeah. I get my points? Okay, let me just make sure. Got my 10k points. Yara's gonna get his points. I hate this so much. Alright. Let's just recall these. Why is Yara at 9,492 points? Hey, Yara. The Lions says you better get 10k points, man. You're at 9,500. Don't choke. Hey, don't fumble it. Me and Bandit are in the clear, dude. What is this? We're your provisioners. You should come over here and just grab the arc or something. Should maybe let me go escort the arc. How close am I to this achievement? You got it? Where is the arc achievement? Inscribe armaments 10 times. There's actually an achievement for that. Let's see, rock. Let's see. Nope, that's not it. I don't know where the arc achievement is. And you want to know where the arc achievement is? Dude, freaking Yar literally walked right by it, like multiple times. If he doesn't get it, it's his fault. He'll get it though. There you go. You got it. Alright. Where is let's see. See if I can find this achievement. Potentiate? Is this achievement even worth doing? Describe armaments. Use prime Boudica. No, it's not in here. Champion? Child of Fate? Okay, let's see. I feel like I should care more about this. Ooh. Which one is it under Child of Fate? Let's see. Oh, here we go. Boundless Desert. I'm not getting that. Oh, what do you... So you could get this? Gate of All Nations? You need a close call to get this? Oh my god. Wait. But it doesn't even show you how many arcs I've escorted. Like, how many have I done? I don't know. I've probably done like 5. Oh, it's in Pioneer? Let's see. You thank God that guy showed up. If that guy didn't show up and give me some points, I don't know if it would have gotten me. Oh, this is the one when you get the cannons, all out rumble. Maybe you need to buy Twilight Fall just to get more points. Okay, escort 5 arcs. I've only escorted 3 arcs. Alright, fine. I guess I'll get 4 here. Cannon ain't too special anymore. Yeah, I don't really care about the cannon. If anything, I don't want the cannon, you know what I mean? It's too played out. I'm gonna put a different frame on. What's a frame I can put on here? Oops, that's not it. Oh my god. It won't let me change when I'm in the battlegrounds. Did I do an achievements? I don't know, man. I just like fighting in KVK, you know? I literally feel like I get slightly depressed when fighting's over, and then, you know, you have to go into off-season. And then it's like usually a month or more until you even get in KVK again, much less like fight, you know? So... Look at Yar use that skill for me. Give me that speed boost. Did you speed boost me? Oh, let's see. Why did he stop marching? See what's going on here. Right. Boom. Now have 4. Closer to my all-out rumble, I guess. Right. I'm gonna leave. Let's put on a little frame. What frame should I put on? Look, these all kind of look the same. I mean, they're different, but... Super Dragon? This is a lot of freaking frames in here, damn. There's legendary frames? That's kind of cool. You get a frame from Zenith? I don't know. The Halloween is a go-to. What's my profile picture supposed to be? Carson, what's up, man? Finally catch you live. My profile picture is actually a symbol I saw while I was doing ayahuasca. So that I ended up kind of drawing it out. Eventually, I made it into a logo. You know, this is like 4 years ago. All right. I feel kind of bad because Carson finally gets to catch it, but let's see. You have a question? Let's see. You have a question, Carson? I'll answer your question. I'm going to bed. Get an inspection for your accounts? Panda was recently recruiting you. Here, shoot me a message in game. I could take a look at your account real quick if you want. Then I'm going to bed. It's 1 a.m. here. About to be 1 a.m. Oh. All right, let's look at your account. You have native and SOC? Send me the better one, dude. Let's see. Thoughts on bad Piggy getting zeroed? Okay, so this is maybe a month and a half ago. I was getting this guy who wasn't bad Piggy, who was like, "Can you please make a video on bad Piggy? Can you please make one?" I'm like, "Dude, like, I don't know, what is this?" So then he ended up like showing me the YouTube channel, and then like I just watched some videos, and it's just a guy who essentially went rogue in his kingdom and is, you know, quote unquote finding a corrupt king and all that stuff. Right? I'm like, I told this guy, I'm like, listen, I don't agree with being rogue. You know, if you don't like it, you don't like that kingdom, you either take it over or go to another kingdom, right? But like sniping MGEs and doing all that stuff, killing farms, you know, it's just not my thing. And that was my like interaction with that. And I guess not even like 2 weeks later, well, he ended up doing a video with Shappy, right? So he did a video with Shappy, and then he's like, "Yeah, we're doing great. It's the most fun I had." And like, not 2 weeks later, I guess they zeroed his S, and then now he quit. So I don't know, man. Godfather Mini. All right, let's see. $32.33. Good account, man. Actually, you're really similar to the other guy. What's his name? Luckstar, right? I think his account is slightly younger than yours. Very slightly, maybe a few weeks actually. Is he in the same kingdom? 3303. You are 3233. Okay. So your account is, yeah, his account's slightly younger than yours. Yeah, slightly more KP. This is a good account. So I assume you're entering KVK4, right? And if this is mostly T5, some T4 as your autarch, that means you did like what, 1.8 bill KP in this KVK. It's like really good in KVK 1, 2, and 3. Like, it looks really good. You know, how many marches you have? How many marches you have? What's your you know, screenshot of your equipment? You want to send it? Like, we would be interested in you in 68. KVK 4, you'll do fine in your continent. You might struggle a little bit in 68 and KVK 5. By struggle, I just mean like you'll definitely make goals, right? Or goals, but like in KVK 5, you're probably not going to dominate like this as a native account. But by KVK 6 for sure, I think you'll be like more than caught up and you'll do really, really well. Right? When I say struggle, I don't mean like you're gonna suck. There's just a transition when you're moving outside your continent. So KVK 4, you're still fighting kingdoms in your continent. KVK 5, now you can fight a lot of people, right? And for a lot of people, that KVK 5 is the first time they start fighting a lot of accounts that are way better than them, and they kind of get rocked, you know. But usually KVK 6 will catch up. Look like a pretty big spender, right? So that's VIP 18 up here. And then you got this Zenith. Yeah, man. It looks good. Let's see. You're about to do the same and make YouTube money. You're not gonna make YouTube money doing a rogue YouTube account, dude. You just came out of KVK4? Okay. My rating accounts? I don't want to say rating. It's more, I don't know. You just wanted me to look at it. So I guess I am rating. Your other native was above that. Let's see. Yeah, VIP 18 in less than a year. That's a whale right there. Well, I think Bay's a little older, right? So when Bay came out of it, he couldn't get endgame commanders until KVK4, I'm guessing, right? So these guys could get KVK endgame commanders in KVK3. What's crazy with Bay is, from what I remember, Bay went into KVK4. He actually migrated for his KVK4. Instead of playing in his continent, he migrated to 68 and friggin' font 960 as a KVK4 native account. And now he has like 12, 13 bill KP with an account that's like 6 months older than mine. It's freaking wild, dude. So this is your SOC account. This is your native account. And other native was above that. This one, I assume this is the account you bought. I don't know why you actually bought an account. This is a really old account. I don't know why you bought this one. This is really old and 2.6 bill KP. You almost caught it with this account. Dang. This is Godfather Mini? I feel like this should be Godfather and this should be Godfather Mini, no? Yeah. Can I rate yours? Terminator? Is this you right here? Terminator? Ahi? This is you? 3217. Oh no. You're in 3217. So you guys are entering KVK5, right? I can tell you right now, without even seeing, I think 3217 is going to get wrecked in KVK5. It's a Imperium Kingdom, a brand new KVK5 Imperium Kingdom with like 450 bill KP. Like there was a kingdom 2891, right? I don't know if you guys remember them. They were a similar profile with more KP, but they were an Imperium coming out of KVK4. They were very, very, very strong for early game KVK, and they couldn't do anything in that 8 Imperium KVK against 960, and then disbanded after that. 3217 is kind of on that trajectory, in my opinion. I think it's a good young kingdom. It's just, it's really tough to have that much power. Like, what's your power? 3217 has 21.54 bill power cap and 635 bill KP. Right, so 21 bill power cap, 635 bill KP. So for reference, if you compare that to us, so 2268, we have about $1 billion less power right now than 3217, and we have more than double the KP. We have 1.37 trillion. Right, so essentially, if you guys queue, like, they literally would match, say, like us two together, right? Like, you guys would actually be like fire camp or something. I don't know how Lilith does matchmaking exactly, and then like we would be water camp, right? And like, because our power is actually in the similar range, you guys actually have 1 bill more KP, but like a KVK5 just outside your continent, like their first KVK, like this amount of power, you're gonna fight some tough opponents. Okay. Can you apply? Let's see. I already clicked it. Tahi. Definitely apply. We definitely be interested. Take a look at your marches and stuff. Yeah, man, if you're interested. You just got here from 2973. I want to get wrecked. I'm looking to fight. Would you guys do a storm of stratagems? I think we just did a storm of stratagems, right? But we definitely would do it. Really? 2973. Wait, Terminator. You're Tahi in here, right? 3217 found a match, and it looks like an easy win. How did you guys do that? I'm shocked. I'm shocked, actually. Like, did you guys get matched up with like a dead kingdom or something? Yeah, it's Lost Kingdom, right? Oh no, that's domain 2. 2050, 2020. I don't know any of these kingdoms. Really? They put you in this KVK? By power, ooh. Yeah, by power, even on here, you guys are 28th. You know, but if you're imp, that means you were top 24 now. Like, I don't even think we're imp right now. How did you avoid any big kingdom? That's crazy. 1586? That's wild. You know, good for you guys. Maybe I'm wrong. If we do storms next pop, you'll probably be in our KVK. We're not doing storms next pop. Honestly, I don't think we're doing next pop. You got one Kent mates, one of the best KDs. You got 2030. Good luck, hey. Like, I mean, I've seen you on my streams a lot. Like, let me know how it goes. This KVK 5 have been notoriously tough for younger kingdoms. You know. All right, let's see. Whoa. It's got like 12 screenshots. Wow, full crit. This isn't in KVK 4? Or is this the account you bought? Carson, is this the account you bought? This equipment would be crazy for a native KVK 4 account. Okay. Okay, maybe not. Okay, so this is your native account. Okay, so you went super narrow. So this is KVK 4? Okay, so this is your native account. Dude, you have a... I mean, like, full crit without the accessories and KVK. Entering KVK 4? Mostly done End of KVK2. Dude. So to be able to do this in the for your account age, you're averaging like probably about like 3K a month. Doing this rally garrison. I mean, honestly, the armaments need work, but like I mean, a little bit more. You can like rally garrison with the archers. Damn. Even though I don't know if you want to I don't know if you want to garrison with archers, especially with this new Smite commander coming out. Yeah. Oh, you avoided all the other imps? That's good on you guys, man. You're diamond tier? Carson is a Kraken? Yeah, he's in he's going into KVK 4. $3K a month? If your account is, let's see, about a year old. Spent like 30-something thousand in a year on that account, about a guess. Dude, that's a really good account, man. That's a really good account. dot dot dot. Oh wait. If you can tell if you can tell, okay. So you can tell because you're diamond tier, right? Okay. So mini 2, is this mini 2 that you just sent me? Well, this is mini. This account right here, this one with this full archer and everything. If I was gonna guess, in a year to be able to do this, you probably spend like 30 grand. 30-something grand. If I was gonna guess. Are you saying you spent about half of that if you had to take a guess? Yeah. I mean, you're gonna have fun. You're gonna have fun in the end game. Hey, you know, interested in 2068? Let me know. Stay in touch. You have another native above the main. What is going on here? But let me actually go back to the main alliance. You have a native above the main. I'm gonna take a look. So how many accounts do you have here? You have 3 or 2? There's Mini and Godfather, right? Is there another one above that? These are yours? Is this? Are you saying this is your? Oh, Mini 2 is over here. Okay. Jesus, you have 3 accounts in this kingdom? Okay, so you're saying this one you spent about 15? Dark Siege, what's up, man? I'm doing good. I'm tired. I'm about to go to bed. But then we're over here looking at Carson's account, Godfather. I can't believe you have three freaking accounts in the same kingdom. Oh my god. So entering the KVK 4 at here. This is about a mid spend, right? 15 grand for this in a year would be kind of high. If I had to take a guess. Entering into KVK 4. I would get, I mean, if I had to take a guess. Probably like about 2 grand, right, for this one. This one is probably 30, honestly. This one is pretty ridiculous amount to put into it. Mini 2? Spent 12 on this? That means you pushed a lot in a short amount of time early. Because if you were kind of consistent, right? So for example, let's just say this account is a year old, right? And so if you spent 2 grand on it, if you're doing like about 200 bucks a month, a little less than 200 bucks a month, right? Like I would expect like a, you know, like a new T5 player entering into KVK 4 with about this much KP, 2 grand. But if you're pushing a lot early and then you stop spending early too, right? Because the shorter the window, like when you compress it down, you spend a lot of money in a short amount of time. The value, quote unquote, you get out of that money goes down a lot. So that's wild though, man. Godfather Mini, Godfather Mini 2. It's impressive, man. Dark Siege, I think I did say hi to you, right? Welcome again to the stream. Okay. Mini was started by your friend. So you're okay. So Carson, my recommendation for you, I think at your spend level, you can support 2 accounts at a very high level. I don't think it would be enjoyable for you, and it will be, you know, obviously a lot tougher financially to do 3 accounts. I don't even know what's on this Godfather account, right? Because this one's really old. Looks like you just purchased it. I would pick 2 accounts to work on. Like honestly, you would save yourself a lot of money and effort if you just had 1 account that you mainly focused on. But I think you could do 2. I think 3. Even at your spend, which is really high, it will start getting really tough. So yeah, that would be my recommendation for you, right? Like, because a lot of the stuff, for example, when you're spending this much, a lot of the stuff that you could get away with in the early game, as you start moving out of your continent and then like higher in the level of competition, you won't be able to get away with. Like when I say get away with, like it's from just you know, in the early game, it's just when you spend this much compared to the people that don't, like the advantage you have is so massive. Whereas once you get to the end game, a lot of these players you fight will have just a time advantage on you, and like even though your spend will be way higher than almost everyone you're gonna come across, that time advantage is really hard to overcome. Right? You can close the gap really quick, but to actually pull ahead, it'll take a bit, even at your spend level. And I think you could do 2 accounts, but not 3. Yeah, Crystal isn't from for 2. No, so yeah, pick the 2 accounts you want to work on. The 3rd one, I don't know, give it to someone, sell it, and I think you'll actually have a lot better time. moving on up. But it's definitely really impressive. Let's see. Just another one. Oh, this is your main. Let's see. Yeah. One, two, three. Nice. I mean, so this one's Inf, right? Crit for Imp, 3 crits for Cav. Crazy, dude. Pick 2 accounts to keep, dude. That's what I would recommend. Dark Siege. 1 awesome account is heck of a lot better than 2 mediocre accounts. That's true, but at this spend level, he can have 2 awesome accounts. I think he could actually do 3 really good accounts, but would you rather have 3 really good accounts or 2 awesome accounts, right? Also, it's just like, you know, from having to upkeep the account to everything, you know, like the main reason why big spenders have multiple accounts, what I noticed is they like to have them in different kingdoms. So essentially, there's always a KVK to play in and fight, right? And for the most part, to even have that kind of coverage, I think you need like 2. Like even so in our kingdom, so this is a different level of spend, like Peacemaker. So for example, this guy is dropping about $1,000 a day right now, right? So I talked about like 30 grand over a year. This guy is doing 30 grand in like a month. He has 2 accounts, right? So if you look at Peacemaker, where's Peace? Might be down here in T2 actually. So Peacemaker, am I losing my mind? It is getting late. Well, here, we'll look it up this way. Okay, Peacemaker, this is his main account, right? I mean, this is the highest KP in the game right now, right? 90,000 IDs. So he made his account probably like around like March or April of 2021, right? So right now, this account is dropping about 30 grand a month. I mean, he's showing off his cars and stuff. Okay, now he actually only has 1 more account. So at this level of spend, this guy only has 2 accounts. It was in a younger kingdom before to playing KVK. He migrated it in this off season. So there's Peacemaker and there's Slave Maker, right? So at that level of spend, he's only managing 2 accounts. And obviously, like this one, so it's like for most people, even like these numbers, this account, it will be really really good. Right, so this is the second account. Um, there are other people like Arvix is probably the most famous one that just buys other people like big accounts that retired and then brings them to different kingdoms. Right, but I think you could do two. I just don't. I don't think it'd be enjoyable to do more than two, and it does get prohibitively more expensive. Um, it was bought to be a garrison for KVK2 since we lost KVK1 and didn't know what to look for. Spend has been minimum lately just because I don't know what to do. Sell all and get a 10k account. Sounds nice, but again, all the time and money put into them. So, financially, it would make sense to just buy an account, right? Because it will be a lot cheaper than putting the money in and building it. Because one, you need time, but it'll cost a lot more to get there than to just buy the account. Now, having said that, there is something about like you started the account from scratch. You're the only one that's ever played it. You built it from the ground up, right? It's like a Navy Kingdom. Like I obviously went that route. I prefer it. Like I'll never buy an account, no matter how good it is. And I can buy it, but I don't want to. I want to actually build up my own account. So, you know, but everyone has different preferences. All right, last one, Odin. You want me to look up your friend's account at first glance, and I'm gonna go to bed. Let's see. 138. So this account is younger than mine. Sultan. 3251. Let's take a look at this kingdom. The 3251 is a high AC and power. KP is slightly lower than probably what its power is at 533 billion, but it's a solid AC. So what? They're in KVK 5. They're either in KVK 5 or probably going into KVK 5, right? 3251. So at 3 bill KP. Can't tell. 361. So the kingdom isn't even a year old yet. Just came out of KVK 4 with them. So Odin, I mean, that's definitely a fighter, right? Like, that's one of those where if it's not this KVK, I think like whatever like this next KVK, based on that account's profile, it's scheduled to kind of get a glow up, right? So if let's just say before the highest KP he got, I think if I remember right, was it 41 million? Let me just look it up again just to be sure. 138. So the most KP he's gotten so far is like 640-ish million KP, right? About 640 mil, which for most kingdoms, right? Like he definitely met the requirements, right? He got the 30 mil achievement. At this account age and like kind of like this profile, I would expect him to be able to get over 1 bill if he gets fighting, like easily over 1 bill next KVK. You know, kind of weird. He has 7 million deads, right? Okay.
7 million deads. It looks like probably like a mid spender. Yeah. But in the last year, the most deads he got is a mil. That doesn't really make sense though. Did this account get zeroed earlier on or something? The 3251 is barely a year old. So the most unit lost in a year is 1.1 mil. This doesn't really add up to 7 million dead. So it looks like he probably got zeroed, right? In Home Kingdom. Or else, like at most, you get about like 3.3 mil here. Like I just don't see it. Even like in KVK, at most you got 3.3. Like where'd the other 4 mil come from? Just came out of KVK with Peacemaker Mini as an ally. Lou, you don't feel any sense of accomplishment and you buy an account. Yeah, I wouldn't even say it's an accomplishment, like for me. It's not, I mean, I guess it is accomplishment. It's more like, there's something to be said about like starting this game from scratch, you know, learning everything, building it up. For me, I really like starting to catch people, right? Like in my home kingdom, there's people I looked up to, and then I eventually like way past them, and then realized they weren't as strong as I thought they were. And then as I got to 68, there's a whole whole new like level of players and range of players that I want to eventually try to catch and pass. So it's really fun that way. And that challenge kind of goes away, right? If I just buy an account that's a lot more advanced. How much KP is average or above average for 1 March? I mean, the good players are like one of the best meta marches can get like 40 mil KP with 1 March, right? But there was a lot of grinding. There's a lot of grinding, but you could do like 40 mil, I would say. That sounds crazy accurate. I'm not sure which part you're talking about, Carson. He was high spender, then the account was bought by my friend and became very low spend. You got 0. Okay. So you're still in KVK now. Right, so this is a stat from before this KVK. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, because I would say like some of this stuff it doesn't add up. It's definitely a fighter. Now, if he was high spend and then he dropped a low spend, maybe that glow up like I talked about is not going to happen. I didn't know it changed owners. If it didn't though, I saw this profile, I would actually willingly bet whatever this is, you should be able to expect to at least get like 1.5x that. No stats update. Yeah. You're fresh into off season, dude. Welcome to the depressing off season. I'm so depressed. Oh, next Saturday is your first battle in the KVK with 3321. Okay, I'll try to stream it, dude. I'll stream it. I think Jackie actually sent me a schedule earlier today. I'll take a look at that. It should be fun. You know? Boba T, what's up, man? How's it going? I'm just about to log off, but glad you could pop in and say hi at least. Okay. Actually, let's do this. All right. Last thing on stream here. Let me roll for Siege. Okay. Wish me luck. Okay, I'll take it. Now I don't have enough. Actually, that's pretty good. Upgrade a little bit. My siege armament's coming along. You saw I started 3 hours ago, dude. I'm so tired. I was supposed to log off over an hour and 15 minutes ago. I thought we were just gonna log into AOO, get a free win, which we did, but literally no one showed up. So I had to like get provision for like 40 minutes, and then one guy actually teleported in like 40 something minutes into the AOO, let me kill one of his marches, and I ended up getting 10k points. And then now I've been reviewing accounts. I'm like slurring my words. I'm tired, dude. Let's see. How many gold heads do I now? 263. Oh, you got some fighting? Nice, man. I'll check out your stream next time you have it on. Yeah, dude. Carson, just DM me in game, and I'll respond tomorrow. Yeah. Your account's impressive, dude. Keep it up. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I doubt there's anyone to even raid right now. Yeah, dude. If you want to do a coaching session, the email is in like every one of my like videos, not the stream, but the videos. Shoot me an email there, or honestly message me in game, and then we'll set something up. All right, guys. Have a good night or a good day wherever you are. Thanks for watching.